What is up, guys? It's your boy Jake from Team Insanity, and today I am bringing you another video of some of the leftover footage of me at Blast Camp. I was playing with John Reeves from the PB Fit, or also known as the Peanut Butter Fit, and my girl Becky. So we got Becca right in front of me. Shout out to Becca. She's in the military right now. She's in her basic training and had about 5 minutes the other day to call her family members. Because they don't get to use their phones, so they only get like 1 or 2 days per, like, every, like, I don't know, 80 days or whatever to use their phone, and she called me as her family member. So shout out to my girl. I've showed you guys me running around and clearing out those buildings. If you guys didn't see the footage of John and I going through and clearing out the buildings of you know, in the other side of the field, go watch that video. And then there was also the rocket launcher footage where I was running around with the rocket launcher. And this was the beginning of the day. This was before the rocket. This was before all that other footage. I kind of did the footage in reverse. I'm running around right now with the rocket launcher on my back, and I'm carrying the DSR. So at the beginning of the day, we had a very rough start, and that's what basically had us lose the event. We lost by just like a very minimum amount of points. But we are going in the woods, so you guys get to see all of Blast Camp, which is super cool, because there's a lot to it. There's this thick brush, and like you can see like this small little trail. Get out! And we were fighting. We're basically on the rope line, and we grabbed this big group to try to push them back because we were getting our faces stomped in at the beginning of the day because we didn't make it to our spawn point in time for the match to start. So, yeah, they got a really nice lead on us. So here we are. I grabbed a group of guys, and we started pushing this right side. Hey, Becky, and you guys are going to get to see us push through the woods. And like I said, I still have the rocket launcher on my back, but I have to have, like, actual buildings to shoot the rocket launcher. Because I can only take out buildings. I can't shoot it at a direct person. So, you know, that's kind of useless at this point. I just have this extra weight. So, we have this trail, but you can see how thick this brush is. So, all we kind of have to do is that we're all just sort of fighting each other. And right at this point, we didn't know how many people were there in the brush with us. All we knew is that there was at least one guy, and we knew that they were laying down. So, at least, you know, they, as in, you know, we knew that there was at least one. I know it's plural, but, you know, there was probably more than 4 or 5 of them down there. You're going to see, like, a cool little gunfight. This trail is super cool because, like I said, it's nice and thick. And you're going to see how we have to move up. I'm in, like, this little, like, cubby cove thing. We had a guy that was, had some smoke grenades that got to launch them down the trail. And you can see how he was just launching them over into the brush where they were actually at. Yeah, so he, like, had a really good smoke placement. Placed it right in front of the dude. Like, he told us he was, like, you know, within 5 feet of the smoke grenade and couldn't breathe. So, you know, had to move back, which is kind of cool. So, he had a few of them clearing out the trail, and he moves up right there. Again, just shooting down this little path. So this was a lot of fun. This field is super cool. I started taking some paintballs. Like I said, there's so many different aspects to this field. It reminded me a lot of like CPX, just a lot smaller. I mean, the size of CPX is incredible. RIP CPX, I should say. But there's like the whole little village, and it's an old military base, so it's like legitimate like buildings. I don't mean like, you know, like a 2-story bunker that was built out of plywood and, you know, had some windows cut out of it. I mean like legitimate brick structures with like different rooms and doors, and like I said, just go back and watch the video. Yeah. It's super cool. There's like little barracks and everything else.
I know exactly where he's at.
So there's so many different aspects to this field that you get to play on. So even if you're going there and playing once, or even if it's a 2-day scenario, you're gonna have fun playing because there's so much different stuff that you can do. Here I am laying down some paint, trying to shoot at the guys. Some of them started to move back a little bit because of the smoke grenades that we had placed. You can't really see them. He placed some more off to the left where they were at. Started getting shot at a little bit. You know, standing out in the middle of the field shooting at their guys kind of pisses some people off sometimes.
Hey, there's more than one in there now.
In this game, I'm using the die R2, and I had it at the maximum 260-ish capacity, and I end up collapsing it a little bit throughout the video, I believe. So, I go throughout A lot of people keep asking, like, hey, you said in the Rotor versus Spire video that you like the Spire more and blah, blah. Honestly, I have so much gear, I just cycle through it. I've owned, I had at one point, I owned 5 Rotors, 5 R2s at once. And I ended up selling some of them. So right now I have 2. And you can see we're still throwing smoke grenades and smoking them out. You know, I have a few TFXs, have a few Spires, and... You know, I just sort of cycle through them within, you know, every few months. I still have Pinocchios. I have all kinds of different hoppers, so I cycle through them. It's not that, you know, I do like one over the other, but I just like to change it up every now and then. I just like to use something different, you know, basically for the YouTubes. I like to, you know, have some videos of each on the channel, and I like to try to keep content fresh. Obviously, you know, there's a bunch of different guns, have some M3 footage and that kind of stuff up. So, people keep on asking, like, why I'm using the Rotor when I say I like other hoppers over it, and that's why you can see me getting shot. This was when the DSR was fairly new, too. This was after I used it in a tournament. No, you're good. So this was, like, the second time I ever used the DSR.
Yeah, who's going high, who's going low? I got high.
Right here, we're getting ready to plan, like, a little, we needed to start pushing up because, like I said, we were getting our dick slammed in. So we sort of orchestrate like a little throwing some paint down the field to get them to tuck in. But as we would throw paint down at them, you know, they would just start shooting back at us. And you can hear the paint and you can see the paint whizzing by down the trail. Where we're standing, there's too much brush for them to shoot through. And then honestly, like, so we start moving up. The footage after this gets kind of boring. Because at this point, you're going to see me start looking in the brush and everything. And I just start crawling. We all start crawling. We kind of stop shooting so you can see like my little itty bitty trail that I literally crawl for the next 10 minutes through brush. I get on top of a dude and we both shoot each other. Like when I mean on top of a dude, I mean like I might as well have been basically laying on top of him, butt fucking him. Because that's how like close we had to get to actually shoot each other. That's how thick this brush was on top of each other. And we ended up trading out, and it was very boring footage. You see Becca get shot because they were literally within, I would say within 10 yards, not 10 feet, yards.
There's no way. There's no way they're getting.
So yeah, that's sort of where this video is gonna end. But you know, you got to see some different, like a different view of the field. Quick little video. I mean, it's not necessarily quick. I mean, it's still 8 minutes, but at least you can see where I was looking through, and I end up crawling through that, and that's where I end up getting shot, and I shoot the dude. So, I didn't want to play 10 minutes of that. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, hit us up on our Facebook. Link in the description.